Picture yourself having resided in America for many years. You created a life there. You file your taxes. You show up to work each and every day. You obey the laws. And then one day, you come across information that could alter everything you have built up. Your green card, your visa standing, your right to remain in the nation you now consider home. This is not a made-up scenario. This is the reality that thousands of immigrants throughout the United States are dealing with right now, this very month, because the US government has just initiated one of the most aggressive immigration enforcement actions in recent memory. And if you are a visa holder, a green card holder, or someone with a pending immigration case, you need to listen to every single word of this video. Do not jump ahead. Do not come back to it later. Watch it right now, because what we are about to reveal could be the most critical information you receive this year. Welcome to Future Bridge USA, the channel that exists for one purpose and one purpose only, to ensure that you, your family, and everyone you care about is never taken by surprise by changes to US immigration law. We convert complicated government policies into simple, clear, straightforward information that you can actually apply. No unnecessary legal jargon, no alarm, just facts, context, and direction. Today, we are addressing an urgent and evolving situation, a new immigration enforcement action that is officially started this month. And we are going to explain it all for you thoroughly. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe right now and hit the notification bell, because in periods like these, being informed even one day late can create a serious impact. Let us begin from the start and clarify exactly what is taking place. Over the past several weeks, US immigration authorities, including Immigration and Customs Enforcement, commonly referred to as ICE, along with Customs and Border Protection and the Department of Homeland Security, have dramatically stepped up their enforcement operations across the nation. This expansion is the product of new directives released at the federal level, and it represents a definite and intentional shift in how immigration regulations are being enforced on the ground. What sets this enforcement action apart from previous enforcement waves is its reach. It is not restricted to undocumented individuals. It is extending into communities of legal immigrants, including people on valid visas and even lawful permanent residents, meaning green card holders, in ways that many immigration specialists are calling unprecedented. Let us discuss green card holders first, because this is where much of the worry and uncertainty is focused. A green card, formerly known as a lawful permanent resident card, has traditionally been viewed as one of the most secure immigration statuses a foreign national can possess in the United States. It grants you the right to live and work in the country permanently. But here is what many people do not completely realize, and what the current enforcement action is making abundantly clear. A green card is not equivalent to citizenship, and under particular circumstances, it can be revoked. Under the new enforcement directives, authorities are giving much greater attention to green card holders who have certain types of criminal histories, even old or minor charges that may have been disregarded in the past. They are examining those who have spent lengthy periods outside the United States, which can be construed as abandoning your permanent residency. They are looking at cases where the original green card application may have included errors or discrepancies, and they are re-evaluating conditional green cards, particularly those acquired through marriage, to confirm that the underlying relationship is authentic and continuing. If you are a green card holder, this does not mean you should worry excessively, but it definitely means you should be prepared. First, verify the expiration date on your green card immediately. An expired green card does not mean you have forfeited your status, but carrying an expired card can produce serious difficulties during any interaction with law enforcement or immigration authorities. Renew it as soon as possible. Second, reflect carefully about your travel history. If you have been more than 6 months outside the United States in a single trip, or if your combined time abroad has been substantial, consult with an immigration attorney before your next trip out of the country. Re-entering the US could prompt additional examination under current enforcement priorities. Third, if you have any prior legal matters, no matter how small or how far back, speak with an immigration lawyer now. The current enforcement landscape means that matters which previously went under the radar are now being actively investigated. Now let us discuss visa holders, because the enforcement action is impacting this group just as considerably. Whether you are in the US on an H-1B work visa, an F-1 student visa, a J-1 exchange visitor visa, a B-1 or B-2 tourist or business visa, or any other non-immigrant category, the current landscape requires you to be more cautious and more vigilant than ever before. One of the most notable developments being reported is a rise in visa cancellations. Reports from immigration lawyers across the country suggest that visas are being cancelled at a greater rate than in previous years, sometimes with minimal advance notice and in some instances for reasons that applicants are finding hard to comprehend or contest. This means that possessing a valid visa stamp in your passport does not ensure smooth entry or continued legal status in the manner it previously did. For F1 student visa holders in particular, there is mounting concern about how involvement in any form of public demonstration or protest activity is being perceived by authorities. Several instances have surfaced where students have experienced immigration consequences connected to their participation in on-campus activities. If you are on a student visa, understand that your immigration status is linked to very specific requirements. Full-time enrollment, maintaining academic progress, and remaining within the authorized work restrictions of your visa. Any departure from these requirements or any activity that attracts attention from federal authorities carries genuine risk in the present climate. For H-1B and other work visa holders, the warning is equally important. Employers are being subjected to tighter standards when it comes to sponsorship adherence, and there are more workplace inspections and audits occurring at companies across the country. If you switch jobs, switch roles, or if your employer implements any notable changes to your position, you must verify that your visa petition is modified accordingly through appropriate legal channels. Performing work in a role or location that varies from what is indicated in your approved petition, even marginally, can be utilized as basis for a status violation. Beyond the specific visa categories, there is a wider enforcement approach taking form that every immigrant in America needs to recognize. Authorities are progressively using data and technology to locate individuals who have remained past their visa expiration, failed to show up for immigration hearings, or whose cases are marked for any number of reasons. Interior enforcement operations, meaning immigration detentions that occur away from the border, are happening in cities, suburbs, and neighborhoods across the country. The notion that particular cities or areas provide complete protection is becoming less dependable as federal enforcement power is being exercised more forcefully. So, what should you do? The response, regardless of your particular immigration situation, comes down to 3 areas: documentation, legal assistance, and awareness. On documentation, ensure every single one of your immigration documents is up to date, organized, and readily available. This includes your visa, your passport, your I-94 travel record, any approval notices or work authorization documents, and a copy of any pending applications. Know where these documents are at all times. On legal assistance. If you do not currently have an immigration attorney or accredited representative, now is the moment to locate one. Do not wait until you face a problem to look for help. Many nonprofit organizations throughout the US provide low-cost or free immigration legal services. On awareness, keep yourself informed about the regulations that pertain specifically to your visa category and your circumstances. The regulations for an H-1B holder are distinct from those for an F-1 student, which are different once more from those for a green card holder. Know your rights, know your obligations, and know precisely what you are and are not authorized to do. We additionally want to express something that extends beyond the legal and practical specifics. We understand that going through a time of intensified immigration enforcement is truly scary. It produces anxiety in families. It produces uncertainty about what lies ahead. It makes people who have done absolutely nothing improper feel as though they are perpetually under suspicion. If that is how you are feeling right now, you are not alone. Millions of people throughout this country are experiencing exactly the same worry. And the greatest remedy for fear in any circumstance is knowledge. When you comprehend what is occurring, why it is occurring, and what you can do about it, you shift from a place of anxiety into a place of strength. And that is precisely why this channel exists. That is a wrap on today's critical update here at FutureBridge USA. If this video provided you clarity or helped you grasp what is happening right now, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us connect with more people who need this information. Share this video with anyone you know who is residing in the US on a visa or green card. You could be helping them prevent a serious mistake. Subscribe to FutureBridge USA and activate all notifications because we are tracking this situation closely and we will deliver you updates as they unfold. Your immigration journey matters, your future matters, and we are here to ensure you have everything you need to safeguard it. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next